Mandatory minimums are awesome.
Why do you say that?
They make sure everyone gets the same punishment if they commit the same crime.
That sounds fair. Give me an example of how they work.
Okay. Under federal law, if you sell 1 gram of LSD to someone, you get a mandatory minimum sentence of 5 years in prison.
And everyone who sells that amount would get the same punishment?
Yes. Mandatory minimums are awesome.
What if the person who sold the LSD had just returned from Afghanistan and had won 2 Purple Hearts for bravery in battle?
5 years.
What if the person was an addict and sold the LSD so that he could buy another drug that he was addicted to?
5 years.
What if the person sold the LSD in order to pay for surgery for his child?
5 years.
What if the person who sold the LSD wasn't really involved in the sale but simply delivered the drug for a family friend?
5 years.
Okay, but what about the family friend who profited from the sale?
5 years. Same as the delivery boy.
I don't think that sounds fair.
Everyone gets the same sentence. Mandatory minimums are awesome.
But what if everyone is not the same? What if they played different roles in the crime?
Everyone is the same.
What if the judge doesn't think everyone needs the same sentence?
The judge has no choice. He has to give everyone the same sentence.
But who decided what that sentence would be?
Congress.
You think politicians in Washington know what punishments will work best for people they have never met and cases they know nothing about? You really trust politicians who can't balance a budget to foresee the circumstances of every crime and know the right sentence?
No habla inglés.
I am just trying to understand why you think mandatory minimums are good.
What's so hard to understand? Mandatory minimums are awesome.
You've said that. But let me ask you something. If the mandatory minimum sentence doesn't fit the facts of a case, why can't judges have the discretion to choose a more appropriate sentence?
Because the politicians already picked the appropriate sentence.
What if a judge thinks sending an addict to jail for selling 1 gram of LSD is the wrong sentence and wants to send the addict to get treatment? Can't judges make exceptions?
No. No exceptions. Discretion is bad. Everyone gets the same sentence whether the sentence fits or not.
Did you hear what you just said?
No. I was talking.
Okay. So mandatory minimums are good because they treat everyone the same?
Yes.
And even if someone plays a minor role in crime, you think it's important to give him the same sentence as everyone else?
Absolutely.
Okay, I think I understand. Discretion is bad because it's important for everyone to get the same sentence. Right?
Yes.
And does it work that way? Does everyone get the same sentence?
No.
Wait. What?
No. Not everyone who commits the same crime gets the same sentence.
Why not?
Because prosecutors have discretion. They decide who to charge and whether to charge someone with a crime that carries a mandatory sentence.
I thought discretion was bad.
Who said that?
You said that.
You must have misunderstood. Only judges can't have discretion.
Okay, then. So how do we know if prosecutors are charging everyone the same?
It's not your business. Prosecutors' decisions cannot be reviewed.
I thought mandatory minimums made sure everyone got the same sentence.
But some offenders don't play a major role in a crime.
I know. I asked you about that before. You said everyone should be treated the same.
Don't be stupid. Prosecutors need discretion to avoid charging the mandatory minimum if it doesn't fit.
Isn't that discretion?
You asked too many questions.
So what else does the prosecutor get to do?
If someone cooperates with the prosecutor can tell the judge to give the defendant a light sentence or no jail at all.
What?
You heard me.
Does the judge follow the prosecutor's recommendation?
Yes, almost always.
It sounds like prosecutors have too much power.
That's because they want to do justice.
Don't judges want to do justice?
Yes, but they make mistakes.
But if they make mistakes, can't they be appealed to a higher court?
Yes.
But prosecutors have discretion and their decisions can't be reviewed, can they?
No.
Doesn't that worry you that one person has that much power?
No.
Why not?
Because prosecutors don't make mistakes like judges do.
Didn't you read about prosecutors hiding evidence in the case against Senator Ted Stevens?
Yes.
Did you see the investigation by USA Today that found 201 cases where prosecutors violated the law or ethics rules?
So what?
In 47 of those cases, the defendant was exonerated and freed from prison after the prosecutor's misconduct became known.
Mistakes will happen.
So tell me again why you love mandatory minimums.
Because they're awesome. They make everyone serve the same sentence.
But that's not true, is it?
No.
So then what is so good about mandatory minimums?
They make us safer.
How do they do that?
By reducing crime.
Do you know of any evidence that mandatory minimums reduce crime?
Yes. Most criminal law experts believe that greater reliance on prison is responsible for 10 to 25% of the decrease in crime we have experienced over the past 25 years.
That was not my question. I know sending more people to prison has helped to reduce crime.
Then what?
Couldn't we send more people to prison without using mandatory minimums, which can be excessive in some cases?
Yes, but the threat of a long sentence stops people from committing more crimes.
Do you have any evidence that serving a mandatory minimum sentence reduces recidivism?
No, no one has studied the connection.
Do you know about the Pennsylvania Sentencing Commission's study?
Damn. You know about that?
Yes. In 2009, the Pennsylvania Commission undertook a comprehensive study and concluded, quote, neither length of sentence nor the imposition of a mandatory minimum sentence alone was related to recidivism, unquote.
Why do you keep bringing up studies, facts, and evidence? They are getting in the way of my belief that mandatory minimums are awesome.
I guess I am just strange that way.